Hello everyone, I'm Robert D.G. Samson from Block E, and my topic for today is Quasi Law Enforcement Agencies. So what is Quasi Law Enforcement Agencies? Quasi Law Enforcement Agencies are organizations that are not traditional police forces but still perform certain law enforcement or public safety functions. They often have limited authority, operate under specific mandates, and typically complement the work of a regular enforcement agencies. Enforcement in the Philippines isn't limited to Philippine National Police, PNP. Certain institutions maintain their own security or enforcement agencies or units with specific mandates. These are called quasi-law enforcement agencies. Their authority may be limited by location, scope, or nature of the institution they serve. For further information, quasi-law enforcement agencies, they operate outside the regular police structure, typically formed by government institutions or special jurisdictions, empowered to enforce rules, to maintain order, and ensure security. Example, airport police ensuring safety and compliance within terminals. So the characteristics of quasi-law enforcement agencies is quasi-law enforcement agencies are government bodies that support public safety but do not have full police powers. They have limited or specialized authority, focusing on specific areas like fire safety, jail management, or maritime law. While they may not carry firearms or make arrests like regular police, they enforce certain laws and regulations within their jurisdictions. For examples include the Bureau of Fire Protection, also known as BFP, and the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology, BJMP. And these agencies play a key role in maintaining order and supporting the work of formal law enforcement. So let's move on to the agencies that are under the quasi-law enforcement agencies. First, the MIAA, also known as Airport Police Department. So the Airport Police Department, also known as MIAA, is categorized under quasi-law enforcement agencies in the Philippines as part of Manila International Airport Authority. It operates with specialized jurisdiction over Ninoy Aquino International Airport NAIA complex. While it is not national law enforcement body like the Philippine National Police, PNP, it performs vital police functions within airport premises. These include maintaining security and public order, enforcing airport-specific rules and regulations, managing traffic, crowd control, and coordinating with national agencies such as PNP, Aviation Security Group, AVSI Group. The airport police ensures that safety of passengers, staff, and facilities, reflecting the critical role that quasi-law enforcement bodies play in supporting national security objectives within specialized environments. Now let's move on to the second one, the Law Enforcement Department, SBMA. Law Enforcement SBMA exemplifies as quasi-law enforcement agency exercising policing powers in limited non-national scope and with official authority backed with the legislation RA 7227. It bridges the gap between private security and full-fledged national law enforcement. And their jurisdiction is Subic Bay Freeport Zone. Roles: enforce the local ordinances and SBMA specific regulations, traffic management, and public order. Business compliance monitoring, that's also their roles, and coordinates with PNP, Bureau of Customs and Immigration officers. And let's move on to the third one. Joint Industrial Concerns, also known as PISA. And Joint Industrial Peace Concerns Office and GPCO of the Philippine Economic Zone Authority (PEZA) function as quasi law enforcement agencies within the special economic zones across the Philippines, established through a partnership between PEZA and the Philippine National Police (PNP). GIPCO and aims to maintain industrial peace and protect investments and promote a secure environment in PISA registered zones. Although GIPCO is not a full-fledged police force, it plays a crucial role in intelligence gathering, crime prevention, and monitoring labor-related issues, such as infiltration militant labor groups that could disrupt economic activity. Its jurisdiction is limited to PISA zones, where it works closely with locators, businesses, economic zone administrators, and PNP address threats to industrial peace as a quasi-law enforcement body. GIPCO supports national law enforcement by extending public safety efforts in the specialized context in industrial and economic zone operations, thereby helping ensure the stable and investor-friendly environments. So let's move on to the fourth one. UP Diliman Police Force. It served as a quasi-law enforcement agency within the UP Diliman campus in Quezon City, established in 1977. The UDP operates under the University Administration, especially the Office of Vice Chancellor for Community Affairs, and is distinct from the Philippine National PNP. And UPDP responsibilities include enforcing university rules and regulations, maintaining public order, conducting investigations and campus-related incidents, and addressing security concerns specific to the university community. While they possess the authority to arrest individuals within the campus grounds, they typically coordinate with local PNP stations, and such as Anonas Police Station, for the turnover of suspects further legal proceedings. Historical, the UPDP operated with a degree of autonomy due to 1989 UP Department of National Defense (DND) Accord, and which restricted military and police presence on the campus without prior notification. However, this accord was unilaterally terminated by DND in January 2021, and potentially impacting the dynamics of campus security and law enforcement collaborations. And despite facing challenges, such as personnel reports indicate only 19 active members overseeing the 493-hectare campus, and the UPDP continues to play a crucial role in ensuring the safety and security of the UP Diliman community. And let's move on. So legal basis and authority and quasi-law enforcement agencies derive power from charters or enabling laws, RA 7916 for PISA, and memorandums of agreement with PNP and local government units, and administrative orders issued by institution they serve. Common goals and objectives nila is maintain peace syempre and order and safety within their jurisdiction, and promote lawful conduct and compliance with rules and regulations, enhance institutional or public trust in secure environments, serve as a fit responder in emergencies, protests, or conflicts. Importance of quasi-LEAs. The importance of quasi-LEAs is to fill gaps where national police may have limited presence, and provide specialized enforcement in high-risk or high-security areas such as airports and eco zones. Encourage localized resolution of minor incidents, reduce load on PNP and other national bodies. That's all for my report for quasi law enforcement agencies.